So we're going to have a look here at our email outreach module. So I'm logged in at level2agency.com, and the first thing I see when I log into to our platform is the overall dashboard. We have the number of email leads created, number of social leads created. If we would have the chatbot, the retargeting conversions and PPC conversions, that would also be included here. But as I mentioned, we're gonna work with the email outreach module today. So when doing an email outreach, the first thing we need to start with is to make a prospect list. And we do that prospect list based on a number of different criteria. So you can do it under industry, you can do it under company size, the titles of the people that you want to reach out to, their years of experience, and their geographical residence. So it doesn't really matter if it's in Sweden, in Denmark, Norway, if it's in UK, Germany, US. We have the opportunity here to give you a strong and solid prospect list containing company names, first name, last name, email addresses and such, so that you can create the best possible personalized outreach message. For example, here we're going to pick the IT sector and the computer software sector here. We're going to have a look at businesses between 11 and 50 employees, 51 to 200, and 201 to 500. So ultimately somewhere in between 11 and 500 people. We're going to have the search criteria to make a reach out to the owner and CEO roles. And as you saw there, when I clicked the owner CEO roles, you had a number of subcategories or subtitles that can or most often are connected to that. So the owner CEO role is not only founder, owner, CEO, chief executive officer, co-founder, and such. You can see there. We've decided to not have the assistant, the interns, or secretaries in it. If I would like to have that included, I could just add that as well, like that. But in this case, we're going to keep that separate. We're not going to make a difference there in years of experience, so we're simply going to add all different type of experiences. And also we're going to pick the country. In this case, we're looking at business in United States, and we're going to make our search. So what this ultimately now do is make a summary of that, give an overall of what we found there. You can see we had 63,901 possible prospects. Of course, we might not be interested in exporting all this and moving that into the email outreach that we want to do. So here you can specify the number of prospects that you want to use for your outreach for this campaign. When that is done, just simply click find, and then our platform and engine goes out and looks for all the needed details to be able to start this outreach campaign. So our prospect list is created, and we have it here, and we will then start to write or set up this campaign. I click on new campaign, and what we first see here is the first email that is going out. And now this is one of the really good things here. You can now start writing these emails in, for example, first name. Would you have time to meet? And then after that, I'm going to write the body. So this is all personal. It's up to you to decide how it's going to look. So in this case, I'm going to have hi first name, just to show you that we can bring in the different types of attributes here. So first name, last name, title, phone, location, company. And this is based on everything that we scraped for you on the web. So in this case, it could be I noticed that company are working in the same industry as many of our clients. First name would be really interested to have a chat with you. For example, this is just an example. Regards, Jonas. And this, the interesting thing comes now, because just sending out a big number of emails to people is not that's not hard. What's hard is making sure that you follow up. So if you send out an email to 50 people, and then you want to reach out to the people that has not responded to that email within 2 or 3 days, you have 50 emails the first day, you have 50 emails the second day, but then the lag starts coming in. Then you need to send 50 new emails, and you also need to send a follow-up. Let's say you had a response from 10 people from the first email. Then you need to send 40 follow-up emails to the people that did not respond. So you are ultimately there with 90 emails. And then the day after, you send the 50 new, and then the 40 to the people that did not respond. As you can hear, it adds up, and it starts to become really, really hard to catch up with. What we do now is that we can add another step. So we add the second email that's going to be sent out, and we can decide when this email will go out. In this case, it's no sooner than 3 days after the initial email was sent, unless the prospect has replied to your previous email. This means that every email that's been sent out with no response will receive the second email. And I can construct this email the same way as I did with the first one, adding the attributes for first name, last name, company name, and such. And you can do this as, in reality, you can do this how many times you want, with a third email, a fourth email, and such. But our recommendations would be please don't do more than between 3 to 5, because to be really honest, if a person hasn't responded after 4 follow-ups, chances are very low that they will actually do. So going after that, you can see here that we can also set the schedules. So you can run multiple different campaigns for different time zones, for different countries and such. And in this particular, we set it for Eastern Time, US and Canada, with the business hours of between 8 to 18 or 8 to 6. We could change this so that we have 8 to 14. For example, that we want to make sure that they receive an email early in the morning, but after 2 o'clock we won't send any emails, because then people tend to be less active in responding to emails. When this is done, and that's when the magic starts to happen, our engine starts rolling, and we can go back and look at one of the ongoing campaigns, the currently open campaigns, and have a look at them. So we can have a look here. Then we can actually see the ongoing status. Over here in the green bars, we can see the different steps. In this case, we have 4 different steps going out, 4 different emails. The first, everyone is done with. The second, all the recipients are done. The third as well. The fourth have just started. So we see the current status there. We have a total of 144 prospects. In total, we have sent 297 emails, 60 has been opened, and 19 has been responded. The good thing here also is that all the responses are being analyzed by our natural language processor. And this means that the only emails that will be forwarded to you are the ones that are actually interested in having a dialogue, the positive responses. In case you would have received responses that are positive but our natural language processor didn't pick up, they are all located here in your inbox. So we have a chance here to go in afterwards and have a look, just to make sure and see, did we get a positive response or not. If our natural language processor missed it, we'll just simply forward it to you. I think that's pretty much it, what I wanted to show you in terms of our email outreach module. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.